Hello everybody, this is Mateo. We are heading to Kashuan Keep. Now if I remember correctly, this place is kind of difficult, and we're just going to put the, whatchamacallit, to the door, the clear bell. Yeah, that's what we went to the Snow Keep for, or the Snow Cave, or whatever you want to call it. And here's this guy here, his name is Gordon. He's a new party member to replace Joseph, considering he kind of died in the last video. Okay, so you don't know what to do next, but hey, we can do stuff together. Yeah, he knows his way around, so he's gonna help us find our way, except not really, we're still gonna be wandering around forever. He gives no hints whatsoever. But he is going to help in battle, that is a truth. He did not lie there, at the very least. So let's go ahead and he will join the party. And that little bout of bad quality gone. There we go. Okay. I guess something was wrong with my recorder or something. But it's okay now. So we're going around here and trying to find things. That treasure chest, we couldn't grab it. It's probably a potion or a high potion. Considering I've probably now bought 99 of those. Just with all the gil I had to save Maria on MP so she doesn't have to heal the entire time. In the back there, we have goblin princes. They're the blue ones. They're really nothing special. They're just like the other goblins, really, but with more HP and attack power. But one notable thing about them is that they can cast the Sleep Force spell on your entire party, which could cause any of them to fall asleep unless you have something to block that, which I don't really think you'd have yet. And of course, Furion misses for whatever reason, so we now only have 2 people taking these goblins down, basically. So this is gonna take a while, and the goblin guards actually do have quite a bit of attack power. They just did 50 to Maria, and now everybody's asleep. That's just great. Luckily, the goblin guards themselves aren't doing a lot. It's really the princes we have to look out for. Okay, but we're down to the last 4 now. But that's pretty much it with the goblin guards. They don't do anything else. Just cast sleep on your entire party. And it works on your entire party. Excuse me. But these guys don't really show up too often in the Kashuan Keep. I think they only show up in half the floors, which is why I ran around to try to find them right now. Because 1F and maybe like 3F or 5F or something like that are the only floors that you can find them, unlike most enemies that you can find on all the floors of the cave. So we're not taking any damage from these guys whatsoever unless they use their bow skill. It's really just the sleep spell that's making this battle take a heck of a lot longer than it should. I mean, we are just walling these guys and they're walling Maria, that's for sure. But that's besides the point. Gordon starts off really weak, just by the way. He only has 172 HP, so that's really not a lot compared to everybody else. I mean, Maria, of all people, has more than him. He starts off with spears, and I suggest that you give him those. I believe we got a mithril spear in the last cave, which unfortunately I didn't keep. I instead sold that. So you want to keep that mithril spear and give it to Gordon. Now, if I could figure out where I wanted to go and instead not get into random battles. But luckily, I actually have eye drops this time around. But unfortunately, I'm running out of potions already. So let's go around that and get into another random battle where we get, unfortunately, ambushed by were-rats. Now, they don't do a lot of damage, but their physical attack will cause venom, which is just like poison, but it sticks around after the battle ends, whereas normal poison will go away once the battle ends. So you want to make sure you have some antidotes for that, otherwise you're going to find yourself at a loss of HP really quickly. Luckily, they don't have too much HP, so everybody but Maria can really take them down in one shot. It would be really great if we could get a second weapon for Gordon, but yeah, no. Maybe... Oh yeah, right, the poison. I believe that was the first time I found that out. So we're just gonna go ahead and antidote that up and obtain 500 gil, because why the heck not? Okay, it would be really nice if we could find another weapon for what's his face? Wow, I honestly can't remember his name right now. I want to say Scott, but that's the guy that died at the other place. Gordon, I was gonna say Gideon, but I knew that wasn't right. Okay, I would really like to find another weapon for Gordon, even if it isn't like a spear, just so he can do more damage, and we can train him up with something else maybe. Also, yeah, it's definitely the shadows that causes blindness. I believe we fought these guys before, actually, but the reason why I'm showing them again is actually because I recorded this set of footage like a week after I recorded the last set, which was basically the end of the last video. So this is a new recording session, basically, and that also means that I edited this a lot later than before, so I couldn't remember all the enemies that we fought. So I might be showing enemies that we might have fought before on accident, but that'll be fine, I'm sure. Okay. So we have stuff going on. We have a golden shield, which we might as well give to him. It'll block poison, which is nice, but other than that, it doesn't do anything else as compared to the regular old shield. Still hoping for that item, though. Here we have two new enemies, the Ogre Mage and the Ogre. The Ogre Mage will cast various spells on your entire party. He can cast Blink on himself, he can cast the Blizzard 5, as you saw. Maybe the other two elementals, or maybe just Blizzard. And I think he also casts Sleep or something like that. Other than that, not too bad. He usually goes down in one shot, other than maybe from Gordon, but Furion and Guy can definitely take him out. And the Ogre by himself, he's basically like the Ogre Mage, but he doesn't have the magical abilities. He might have slightly more attack power or something. Kinda doubt that though, I really don't know. But again, Furion and Guy can definitely take them down in one shot. And, well, Gordon can do stuff as well. He can probably take it down in 2 turns. And here we have a ton of new weapons, so let's go ahead and equip all of those. We got a Mithril Axe, which is a bit of an increase to Guy, who's our axe user. And then we also got a Mithril Sword. Well, first off, Werebuster. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Gordon, because it is a humongous increase to his attack power. Granted, he doesn't have his canes, or maces, whatever it may be, trained up, but he can still do some stuff with it, you know? Like, it still does a lot more damage, and we will train up the cane skill as we use it, so it'll eventually become really good. Okay, we are now going to Guy for healing, which is great. Okay. And that's that, and we have another new enemy, the Ghast, in the back there, the pink and yellow one. I honestly don't remember what they do. I wonder if they'll show me what they do. I want to say that they're just a powered-up version of the Ghoul, where they'll do more damage and can also paralyze. Apparently they can also cast Blind, which is no good, on your entire party, and make literally everybody blind. Holy crap. That's not helpful in the slightest. But a good old fire will just take them all out. So there you go. That made a 3-turn battle a 1-turn battle. Granted, we're all blind now. Luckily, we have eye drops. Wouldn't it be great if we just had eye drops that could cure blindness? I think that would be really awesome. Unfortunately, we don't have that, at least not yet. Okay, looking around for whatever reason. I don't know what I'm looking for, but okay. Just checking equipment, I guess. Okay. So, we're getting near the end of this place. It's really long, and it's honestly a really difficult dungeon. You might have to take multiple trips, or at least train up some. Luckily, since I'm going for 100% Bestiary, and I have to fight a whole bunch of extra battles to try to get that one enemy in the area that I'm missing. Like, you know, we have ourselves a 10% encounter or something like that, so I have to fight like 10 extra battles to find that enemy. I'm basically training up doing that, so that helps out. Oh man, 8 damage, but 47 from the Werebuster, which is nice. But yeah, so train up a little or take multiple trips, one of the two. Anyways, here we have mines in this monster in a box encounter. I don't think you want to use fire against them. I think lightning might be the way to go, because ice doesn't seem to be doing much. Other than that, they have a somewhat high amount of HP, and if you leave them alive for too long, they will cast self-destruct and do a whole bunch of damage to you. Luckily, though, they'll die along with it, so that's something, I guess. That's one less enemy to take care of. But it is a whole bunch of unnecessary damage that you're taking. Okay, so what did we even get from that chest? I was not paying attention. I want to say it was some piece of armor or something. Maybe some sword. Oh, golden armor. Nice, yeah. Who do I want to give that to, though? Firion is the main character, so he generally gets first dibs at armor and stuff. And then I realize I can pass down the mithril armor to Gordon and give him +5 in defense as well. So now he has 13 defense. That's another thing about Gordon, though. He doesn't come with very good equipment to start. And he doesn't have that much HP. He's probably gonna die quite a bit when you start off, but he'll get quite strong as you carry him through this place. So now we're gonna have some Firion healing, because why not? Just get everybody up, and there we go. Now he's all out of MP. Maria's about to run out of MP. Luckily, I have a couple of ethers, and one of them will heal her up to full for now. But I'm gonna try to see if I can use only 1 to 2 throughout this entire place. So we've already used 1. Let's see if I can't do any better. Okay, so, like I said, we're traveling through this place, and it's all getting kind of old now. I'm pretty sure we've fought at least most of the enemies in here. There might be one more that we haven't fought yet, and if so, I will talk about him. But in the meanwhile, I'll talk about some other things. First of all, like, I don't know how long ago. Half a week, slightly over half a week ago, I made a video mentioning how I really wanted to stream and stuff like that. And if you happen to be watching, you get to hear my plans for that a couple days in advance, and by that I really mean like 1.5. Okay, the basic plan is I am going to stream this Saturday, and it's going to be from like 7 to I don't know when, maybe like 9 or 10-ish, just kind of depending. But it's gonna start around 7 at Saturday, this coming Saturday. So it would be really cool if you all could come and hang out and stuff. I'll be playing Pokemon Fire Red Randomizer, and it'll be a different randomization than the one I showed in the video. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, we actually did run into a new enemy, and so I will talk about it. Here we have Wraiths, which are basically powered-up shadows. I believe they can cast Blind with their physical strike on you, and they also have the Blind spell. Other than that, they're weak to fire, so launch that against them, and just go to town, really. Fire on all of them should be enough to kill. And that's that. Alright, here we go. We have the boss now. And honestly, this is probably the easiest boss in the entire game. Even easier than the first one, but the first one would have been really easy if I still had MP when I got to go fight him. But still, this guy ends up being easier just because he doesn't require a whole bunch of MP to fight. In fact, MP is kind of really useless in this fight, and I'll explain why in a second. Why did I... Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I accidentally used the ether on Guy. I meant to just use one on Maria for cures and stuff, but I accidentally used it on Guy. That was kind of bad. Yes, there is a monster guarding the Eagle's Torch, the Red Soul. There's only one of them, and he basically absorbs or highly resists all elemental spells. So, Blizzard, Thunder, Fire, he's either going to absorb those or take like nothing from them. So instead, you're going to want to just physically attack him, which currently it's not looking too good considering Firion just did 8 and Maria did 0, but Gordon and Guy, at the very least, can do a ton of damage to him. Luckily, the Ancient Sword gave him the Curse status, which cuts his attack in half, although I think that might only be for physical attacks, and he only uses spells to attack, so I guess that isn't too helpful, really, but, you know. So you can cast Fire and Scourge, and I think that's it, really. If you have golden armor on, the Scourge won't poison you like it's supposed to, and even so, it's a very small chance for it to poison you. But there you go. Really easy compared to other bosses in this game. Probably the easiest boss in the entire game. but by beating him, we get the Eagle's Torch. So, with that, I'm just going to teleport out of here. Except I have no MP. That's great. Yeah, fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. So, I wanted to use 2 ethers. I ended up using 3. Or no, 4. One of those was wasted on Guy. The other one Maria didn't need, because she ended up not using any MP in that boss battle whatsoever. And then the third one was also kind of wasted, because it was only to use teleport once. Not too great of a run, just because of that. But you know, it works. We survived. We have the Sunfire now in the Eagle's Torch, so we can use that to awaken... Well, we can use that on the airship, basically. Also, for whatever weird reason, by using teleport, you lose a majority of your health. I never got why that is, and I still don't get it. But that's just a thing to keep in mind, so you don't, like, accidentally get into a battle with, like, only 20 HP left after using teleport. Because Lord knows that's happened to me sometimes, and what's this? Well, it looks like an airship of some sort is being chased by the Dreadnought. And I think the scientific term for what this airship is going to be is screwed. So, yeah, that thing is like a whale to a shrimp. Holy crap, that Dreadnought is huge. Is it just gonna pick up the airship and take it away? Okay, honestly, this looks kind of ridiculous. It's just like the claw machine. The claw. That horrible impression aside, oh man, that guy's already wasted like $1's worth of quarters. Come on now, Dreadnought, you gotta do better than that.